Mailiao, once known as Mailiao for its abundant barley and wheat, was historically a land of agriculture and fish farms. In the past, excessive groundwater extraction led to land subsidence, causing frequent flooding whenever heavy rains came. As a result, many residents moved away. Today, the number of registered businesses in Mailiao has tripled. Hotels, restaurants, supermarkets, and convenience stores have opened one after another, and even banks have set up branches. It has become the most prosperous coastal town in Yunlin, and the only one with a steadily growing population. This transformation all began with the establishment of the Sixth Naphtha Cracking Plant. In the 1970s, Taiwan was experiencing an economic flourishing, and the government actively promoted the transformation of agriculture into light industry, driving mass exports to earn foreign exchange. At that time, Formosa Plastics Corporation primarily focused on primary and secondary plastic processing. However, due to the rapid growth of the light industry, the company frequently faced shortages of upstream petrochemical raw materials, with over 60% relying on imports. Starting in 1973, FPC repeatedly proposed the idea of constructing a naphtha cracking plant to the government, but the proposals were consistently rejected. It was not until 1986 that approval was finally granted. This became Taiwan's sixth naphtha cracking plant, commonly referred to as Luqing, and it was also Taiwan's first privately owned naphtha cracking plant.
结果我很早啊，就要做。1973年，石油危机2次啊，要做，当时政府不准，等到就是好不容易了，才做。台湾有需要做，现在就也是靠那个石油公司。 结果规模没法做大啊，还有就要真正发展的话，大概要进一步了。比如说要做的比较各方面比较新的设备啊，就是刚才讲的。
After obtaining approval, the search for a suitable site began, marking the start of a series of challenging and eventful moments. The then general manager, Mr. Wang Yongzai, personally visited Yunlin upon the recommendation of local officials. However, what lay before him was not solid land, but scattered sandbanks that appeared and disappeared with the tides.
敢若有夹稻草起来哩，一块啦，迄就要做稳啊。那么我你这是要饲鱼的，都毋是要做来起的，哪有铺地？伊讲这有做落水溪口哦，沙足多啦，拍来吞就好啊咧。你就足紧的，你是坚决有来是。
Deciding whether to establish the plant in Mailiao was a critical decision that would significantly impact the future of Formosa Plastics Corporation.
那新庄呢，转来后袂困的呢，迄几个2-3年都袂困的，再拍电话去，要管不管？迄当时阵啊，拄管，最后用一句嘛真妙的话。喂，我是美国的，你是台湾。
Thus, in 1991, the Sixth Naphtha Cracker Project was officially announced to be located in Mailiao, Yunlin County, and construction commenced in 1994. The site, situated at the estuary of the Zhuoshui River in central Taiwan, faced strong northeastern monsoons for more than half the year. The relentless wind, airborne sand, and salty sea air earned Mailiao the nickname windy head, watery tail, and the ninefold wind. During construction, Wang Yongzai took on the role of site supervisor, personally overseeing the project. He held 2 meetings every month, one in Taipei and one in Mailiao, 230 kilometers away. He would leave Taipei at 4 a.m., arrive in Mailiao for breakfast, immediately begin reviewing progress, and then conduct site inspections under the fierce coastal winds. The massive reclamation effort required approximately 110 million cubic meters of sand, an amount equivalent to covering a 373-kilometer stretch of highway from Keelung to Kaohsiung with sand 3 stories high across 8 lanes. During the process, the 1995 Great Hanshin earthquake in Japan raised serious concerns about soil liquefaction, which had caused catastrophic damage. Given that Mailiao's land was reclaimed using fine silt and sand, making it vulnerable to liquefaction, Wang Yongqing swiftly dispatched a team to assess the situation. To safeguard the project, FPC implemented a comprehensive ground improvement program to reinforce the stability of the plant site. After careful evaluation, they adopted the dynamic compaction method, importing over 20 large cranes, each lifting a 25-ton hammer to a height of 20 meters, then dropping it 33 times per 6-meter interval to densify the soil. Though this additional measure increased costs by 5.6 billion new Taiwan dollars, it ultimately proved invaluable. When Taiwan experienced the devastating 7.2 magnitude 921 earthquake in 1999, the Mailiao complex remained completely undamaged. The Sixth Naphtha Cracker Project was built from nothing, truly an engineering feat of turning the sea into land. The total development area spanned 2,603 hectares, with 2,255 hectares reclaimed from the sea. 4 times the size of Japan's Kansai International Airport, another project created through land reclamation. This endeavor showcased the unwavering resilience and determination of the FPC. From the start of construction in 1994 to the plant's full operation, Wang Yongzai personally led the effort, overseeing 255 project meetings. His dedication and leadership earned him the title Chief Engineer of the Sixth Naphtha Cracker. Today, the Sixth Naphtha Cracker Complex operates 56 factories, covering the entire petrochemical supply chain. It starts with imported crude oil, which is refined into naphtha, gasoline, and diesel. The naphtha cracking units then produce ethylene, propylene, butadiene, and aromatics, serving as essential upstream petrochemical raw materials. These materials are supplied to on-site factories to manufacture polyethylene, polypropylene, synthetic phenol, and purified terephthalic acid, which are further used in consumer goods, medical and biotech industries, transportation, and information technology, supporting both domestic and global markets. To facilitate raw material and product transportation, the Mailiao port was specially constructed to accommodate 300,000-ton vessels, with an expanded fleet of over 50 ships. Imported raw materials are transported via an extensive 2,000-kilometer pipeline network, connecting one plant to another for continuous production. This integration not only reduces transportation time and costs but also lowers carbon emissions and minimizes potential risks. The Sixth Naphtha Cracker Complex includes cogeneration and independent power plants, which not only supply electricity for on-site factory operations but also sell power to Taiwan Power Company, helping to ease Taiwan's energy shortages. Formosa Plastics Corporation has long prioritized the concept of circular economy, striving to balance industrial development and environmental sustainability. Our approach focuses on 4 key areas: raw materials, water resources, energy, and waste management. In addition to integrating energy and resource efficiency into production, we actively work to reduce emissions, promote resource recycling, and move toward a zero-waste goal. From the very beginning, the Sixth Naphtha Cracker Complex aimed to become an eco-industrial park, with a total environmental investment of approximately 130 billion new Taiwan dollars. Through long-term efforts, water consumption per unit of production has steadily decreased over the past decade, despite increased output, ensuring maximum water efficiency. Each year, the complex saves the equivalent of tens of thousands of Olympic-sized swimming pools in water usage. Additionally, Sixth Naphtha Cracker's annual water consumption from the GG accounts for less than 5%, significantly lower than the 90% plus used by the agricultural sector. Energy efficiency at the Sixth Naphtha Cracker Complex has improved, reducing steam and electricity use per unit of production. This cuts CO2 emissions by an amount equal to the absorption of 30,000 don forest parks each year. Air emissions, wastewater, and industrial waste are also being reduced toward a zero-emission goal. Wastewater undergoes chemical and biological treatment, making it clean enough to sustain koi fish farming. By using fewer resources and less energy while increasing production, the complex has significantly lowered waste and emissions. These efforts reflect our commitment to environmental sustainability. We also prioritize greening the environment, planting 1.45 million trees across the complex. This has mitigated harsh weather conditions, improved air quality, and enhanced employee well-being. Over the past 20 years, the once barren landscape of strong winds and dry terrain has transformed into a lush, green environment filled with birds and insects. Mailiao Port is now home to colorful coral, tropical fish, and even dolphins. While the nearby Zhuoshui River estuary has become a thriving habitat for birds, attracting growing numbers of species each year. This balance between industrial development and ecological conservation is now a reality. To share these efforts, we established the Mailiao Ecological Industrial Park Exhibition Hall, offering guided tours with videos, displays, and interactive exhibits to help the public better understand our commitment to ESG, ecology, and environmental sustainability. To protect the health of employees and nearby residents while preserving the environment and ecosystem, we conduct long-term monitoring of air quality, marine water quality, wastewater, groundwater, and soil within the complex and surrounding areas. Air quality is a primary public concern, so we have established an 8-tier environmental monitoring network that continuously tracks data through automated systems and personnel. Any abnormalities are addressed and reported immediately. Additionally, emissions from chimneys and wastewater discharge are instantly transmitted to local environmental authorities and the Offshore Industrial Zone Service Center, ensuring strict regulatory oversight and minimizing environmental impact. At Formosa Plastics, we uphold the belief of giving back to society and actively contribute to the community. Since the establishment of the Sixth Naphtha Cracker Complex, we have worked closely with local residents, leveraging our strengths and resources to create a better future together. Since 1999, we have been dedicated to reconstructing aging and hazardous school buildings, assisting the government in providing students with safe and comfortable learning environments. We have also continuously donated to public infrastructure projects in Mailiao and nearby townships, supporting essential facilities for underprivileged groups. Additionally, we have helped enhance the service quality of early intervention institutions in Yunlin and collaborated with Yunlin Second Prison to provide rehabilitation and vocational training for inmates recovering from drug addiction, enabling their reintegration into family and society. Beyond their professional roles, our local employees have formed volunteer teams under our initiative, conducting community visits and offering support to disadvantaged families. We also prioritize education to bridge the urban-rural divide by subsidizing nutritious breakfast and lunch programs for elementary and junior high school students in Yunlin, distributing scholarships, and providing after-school counseling. These efforts encourage young students to strive for success and, in the future, contribute to helping others. To safeguard the well-being of local residents, we established Chonggung Hospital in Yunlin in 2009, ensuring access to quality healthcare without the burden of long-distance travel. Each year, we provide free health checkups for residents in Mailiao and Taishi. For those with abnormal results, our dedicated healthcare teams, consisting of professional nurses, conduct home visits, offer medical guidance, and provide follow-up care. We also collaborate with schools and communities to organize health education initiatives, promoting healthy living habits and significantly enhancing residents' physical and mental well-being. As Yunlin is a major agricultural and fishery county, we have been working with professional teams since 2009 to implement agricultural and fishery support programs. By promoting scientific management with reduced pesticides and antibiotics, we introduce an integrated health-conscious approach to assist local farmers and fishers in improving both quality and yield. Additionally, we organize agricultural and fishery product exhibitions, helping expand sales channels and increase visibility, ultimately boosting farmers' and fishers' incomes. Mailiao, being a remote coastal town, has limited access to metropolitan cultural performances. To enrich the community's cultural life, we have sponsored renowned Taiwanese performing arts groups such as Minghua Yuan Opera Troupe, Yuanren Puppet Theater, and children's theater groups. These groups tour neighboring townships, offering residents a diverse cultural experience while allowing performing arts organizations to flourish through community engagement and appreciation. We also integrate our efforts with the Mailiao Gongfan Temple Mazu Cultural Festival, inviting the public to visit our plant and witness firsthand our dedication to industrial safety, environmental protection, and community care. The realization of the Sixth Naphtha Cracker Complex, Mailiao, has successfully addressed Taiwan's shortage of petrochemical raw materials, laying a solid foundation for various industries. For Yunlin, beyond infrastructure development, community contributions, and fostering close ties with local residents, one of the most significant impacts has been the creation of local employment opportunities. By providing stable jobs, more Yunlin natives can remain in their hometowns to build their careers, directly and indirectly improving the livelihoods of the surrounding communities. Over the past decade, the Sixth Naphtha Cracker Complex has generated an average annual output value exceeding 1.3 trillion new Taiwan dollars and contributed over 18 billion new Taiwan dollars in taxes per year. These substantial figures highlight its significant and tangible contributions to local employment, industrial development, and national economic growth. The success of the Sixth Naphtha Cracker Complex is the result of countless individuals working together on this land, united by a shared commitment. These dedicated professionals remain steadfast in their roles, working diligently and responsibly while actively supporting local communities, strengthening the industrial foundation, and driving national economic progress. With unwavering dedication, we continue to uphold our founding principles and strive for excellence. We sincerely hope to receive ongoing support and encouragement from society as we work together to create a brighter future for Taiwan.